Am I glowing in the dark? This is the closest I'm gonna get to a club for, I don't know, ever. Like, most likely. Welcome to my channel. My name is Stefania if you're new here. So today we are gonna be playing with some new products. I picked up the ABH eyeliners. I was like, cake liners? I'm like, some type of liner. So we're gonna be playing with this, some new blushes, a new cream bronzer, because apparently all I want right now are bronzers. But we are gonna play with some new stuff and just kind of relax and talk a little bit, as always. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Please don't forget to subscribe down below. I would really appreciate it. Hit that like button and let's jump in. I'm in a crop top. I'm like, you know, some crop tops, they're just too short. And I'm like, I have a short torso, so I don't understand. But I'm like, a boob is popping out underneath. And I'm like, what is happening? Because, you know, I don't put a bra on. I don't know about you guys, but they've been free during quarantine. So, all right. Obviously, we are going to be using the cake liners, but I went through the palettes to see if like I wanted to start by using like one of the Norvina Pro palettes, but I wanted kind of like a peachy shade. And then we're just gonna see how this goes. I have no idea. I've used this for like in my waterline just to see, which I don't think these are necessarily like eye safe. I have really sensitive eyes and I just wanted to see if it would work and like how it felt. And it's a no-go in the waterline for me. So just be aware of that. But yeah, let's get started. So we're gonna go into the Jaclyn Hill palette, the second one. And I think I'm gonna stay in, I just wanna do a simple shade in the crease. So I think I wanna go with like a light peachy pink shade. Every time I'm just like, I don't wanna film. Like I'm not in a, like, cause I don't wanna be like a downer, you know? But then I'm like, I need to. And every time I feel better. As soon as I sit down, I'm just like, oh, this is nice, you know? But it's been a weird, I mean, everyone's going through a weird time, but I'm trying to get back to, we opened back up at work. So it's been a weird week. Like, I thought I'd be so excited, and the thing was, I was already training people at the park during quarantine. So then having to like go back into the gym and driving, and like, you know, I'd leave like 3 minutes before I had to be there. And now like having to like get back into a routine. So you can see like a little bit like where I tried it out, like there's a little electric green in there. But I'm just taking this up high. I'm not gonna take it on the lid at all, because obviously I'm wanting to do like a cut crease, and we might layer some shadow over it. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's not easy getting back into the swing of actually having to be at the office. And then we have like a weird, you know, people are still scared to come in. So it's been just weird and adjusting, you know, back to like normal, like somewhat of a normal life. So that's kind of what's been going on with me. I don't know. Ooh, I always love this shade. So pretty. Yeah, and then I've also been like super, all right, so let's actually open these up, right? I was a little bit sad that you couldn't, like, $30 at first. I thought it was 30 for one. They're $30 as a trio, which really isn't that bad, but like there's things that like, obviously it's so much more convenient if you can make your own stack. Like I wanted the orange out of the other one, but I didn't really want like the dark purple. Like that didn't really scream electric to me. And I was like, let's just see how one goes without, you know, getting both. I'm like very much like in a, I haven't been playing with makeup that much, you know, so I was like, justify one and then see how it goes, which I was really kind of sad that they didn't work well in my waterline. I didn't see anywhere though on it where it didn't say like not eye safe, so that's a good sign. But yeah, they just did not work for me there. It just wouldn't stay put, and it just looked not good. So we are going to use them as bases, which is more what I wanted to do in the first place with them. But these are the ones that I got. So you have your electric green, your yellow, and then your Holt pink, which I'm just like, what do I even want to go in with? I kind of want to go in with all three. So we might just do that. Because why not? I'm not going nowhere. I'm actually going to my parents' house, but you know, still. They accept me however I show up. But yeah, lately I'm just like sweatpants, not wanting to get, I mean, I wear sweatpants to work, so I can't say much about that, but yeah, I kind of like this little sliding disc situation. And so you have to, they're cake liners, so you have to dip them in water. I do want to try the sous vide ones. I always see them when I go to the Morphe store, and then I talk myself out of buying them. So I guess this will be a good test, but if you've tried those, definitely let me know. Let's go in with the hot pink first. Like, let's just see how it goes. So the top one has the little clip, and then the other ones slide out. All right, so I have my little water. I just put water in a cap, which it's not a big deal that you have to activate them with water when I have this in the bathroom, but in here it kind of sucks, you know? So I'm gonna use it on a tiny brush and just go very, very slowly into this. So I've only tried out the yellow in the waterline. And then we're gonna start from the back. I feel like I'm going to definitely turn my lashes into these neon colors. But oh, it's going on well. Zoom you guys in on here. Whoa! I almost fell forward. That would not have been good. But yeah, it's, you know, and then even at work, it's just like, what do you even ask people anymore? Like, it used to be so like, what are you doing this weekend? And what about this? And what about that? And now I'm like, the only thing you can really ask somebody is what they're watching on TV. And I am so bored. I'm just like, oh, there's nothing else to watch. I've watched everything. Or at least I feel like I have. I've literally, we've been watching the ESPN like documentaries, like the 30 for 30s, and that's it. This goes on really nice and smooth. It is very easy. I mean, it is just like a paint. So I'm gonna take it above my crease like I would usually do for a cut crease. I did read the reviews and I'm like, mine don't smell weird. A lot of people are like, they smell. I can kind of see what they're saying. Yeah, it's not pleasant. I'll tell you that much. But is it something that I would smell like just putting it on? No. It's just more like when I actually get in there, I'm like, oh yeah, it does smell. And then another thing to note, these are only good for 6 months. So that was another reason why I didn't get 2. Like, I'm pretty sure 6 months. That's fast. Not to say that we don't use expired stuff after, but you know, I don't know how these are gonna hold up since I said they're my first ones. All right, next we're gonna go with the green. And like I said, I'm gonna fix this at the end, so if it looks a little crazy, let's just see how it goes, okay? But I'm like I said, like lately I've been like very into neutrals, and then I saw these and I was like, I need them. It's really hard to find like neon liners, and I feel like these are actually a good option. I'm just not someone who really does a lot of like actual winged liner. I just feel like my eye shape is just not that flattering. What else is going on? I've like transitioned from clothes and makeup to home decor. Like this whole quarantine, just being home, I think I've finally been like, I just want to decorate our house. And we've been here for probably 4 years. And I'm just like, I just want this and I want that. And like, it's been a whole thing. Like every room right now, like the bathrooms have been my favorite. I'm like, I'm gonna redecorate the bathrooms. Like, so if you guys want a home decor call, if you'd even be interested, I would actually really enjoy doing that, because that's really what I've been doing. It's the only thing that makes me motivated to do the shitty stuff, you know? Like redecorating. If I like redecorate something, then I'm like, okay, I'll clean it. So that's kind of what's happening right now. So like today, like I bought a new kitchen sign and I'm like, okay, you gotta clean the pantry, which I'm just like, ugh. I don't even want to open that door. Like it's not organized at all. That's really all that's been going on. I don't really have anything new, which is also the hard part. I'm like, what do I talk about? I mean, life is weird. We've started opening things up and like people still aren't comfortable, you know, which I totally get. Like I'm not going to work out at a big gym or anything like that, even though they are open. You have to like schedule your appointment and then go, like your time slots. But I don't feel comfortable yet either. So it's the only place I have gone, which, you know, I've been wearing a mask, which, oh my gosh, these poor people that have to wear a mask all day. They're awful. I went to like Ross and oh my gosh, 3-hour trip. Not even kidding. Like the line to get in and the line to check out was insane. And I was pretty much the only person that wanted the home store, like the home decor stuff. Everyone was there for like clothes, the guy behind me, I think he was just selling shoes because he had like 30 pairs in his cart. But, oh my gosh. It was still worth it though. I got some cute plants. Like, I can't keep a real plant to save my life. I tried to get one for this room. My succulents that you guys assured me would be very easy, they are dead. And then Nick took over one and he gives it a lot of love. But for me, I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna get fake ones. That's it. Yeah, I don't feel like these are bad by any means. You can definitely tell like close up. They aren't like, let me turn down the lighting for you. They are a little bit, maybe not as opaque in places. They aren't necessarily cracking, but like I do have to go over it a few times. Yeah, what have you guys been doing to pass time? I'm not a gamer. Like I want to be one of those fun couples that does game night, but we are not that fun couple. Like we will if we were like with people, but like just us two, we're both like, nah, I don't want to do it. Like he doesn't really like cards, and then he wants to keep trying to teach me how to play chess, and I just feel like I'm too old to absorb the rules. Like there's just too many things, and I'm like, no, let's play checkers. And he's like, I don't like checkers. So that's what we've been going through. And then makeup, like all the new releases, I did get the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. Like that's on its way, which I was really disappointed it didn't come to like Sephora, just because I like, unless I'm gonna get a discount from a website, I like the fast shipping, you know, so I was kind of sad it didn't come there. And then it's always like easier in case like it comes broken or, you know, I got the wrong shade. Like I just like being able to go, which I mean, I guess you can't go now anyway. I know certain people I think can go back to Sephora. I saw that. But yeah, it's just weird times. I'm like, ugh. But yeah, it only came out on the website, so I did order that, so I will be doing a review and like comparisons and all that good stuff. But I've obviously been on a bronzer kick. Let's go in with the yellow now. It's like a lime type color. And then I couldn't get the Norvina New Pro palette. Like I was just kind of like, I have 3, I think I'm good. Like it just didn't seem like it was gonna be super, super unique. And you know, if I really want it, I know it's gonna go on sale eventually, so I was just kind of like, I'm gonna leave it. The green was a little bit patchier than the pink. The pink was very, very nice. The green is a little bit patchy, so I could probably go over it a few times, but like I said, we can also go over it with shadow. So I kind of want these just as like a really good base. And then we're gonna turn off the lights and see if they glow. But I will say they are applying better than like, you remember like Fenty came out with the liners? Those were definitely a little bit harder to work with. These I feel like are a lot easier. They do glide. They just, you kind of have to build them up. And who else came out with stuff? Like Jeffree Star came out with a new palette, and I'm just not feeling it. Like I was just like, grays are not my thing. That's just not a style that I ever really enjoyed. Even though some of the metallics look really pretty, I was just kind of like, no, like I knew I wasn't gonna use it enough for the price point. Like I was just like, this isn't, I don't like those shades on me. So yeah, I feel like that's really about it. Like really there hasn't been much, which I'm not complaining about. I'm like, please keep it this way. Because like I said, I mean, I'm back at work, but that doesn't mean I'm back at work like full time. I'm very, very like a fourth of what I was before this. And I just want to buy new home decorations. Like we haven't updated our furniture in never. Like we bought one new couch when we met, but like everything else, like the entertainment center, the table, all that stuff, like we've had it for, you know, it was just what each other brought to the relationship. So I really want like new stuff. I actually really like this, just like this. I don't know if that's weird, but I'm going to kind of wait a second, especially the yellow. The yellow is probably the hardest one. Again, like if you were looking at me from here, I don't think you'd be like, oh, it looks awful and cracky and whatever. It's just when you get in close that you're gonna be like, huh, you know? So let's wait for it to dry, but you can definitely tell like it is like not the greatest close up. Okay, I have most of my lights shut off in here, but let's turn off the last light. It's not like super pitch, but let's see if it does anything. I think not so much. Like I haven't layered any shadow and I'm just like, oh, what do you guys think? Can you guys like, is it glowing? I'll know when I do the playback, but From here, I can't see nothing. Okay, we're back. I do like this. I have no, like, it's not the most perfect. Like, you can definitely tell, like, where it's, like, patchy, for sure. But I don't think it's awful. So, the Norvina 3 has very, very similar tones. So, we're just going to kind of coordinate them and match them up. I don't mind. I mean, it's not like I wear that I was, like, buying them so that I could glow in the dark. But I thought it was a cool aspect. That I was kind of hoping would be a little bit more vibrant, but it's okay. So definitely with the yellow, I'm like, yeah, that will work. So A1, we're just going to just pack it on top and hopefully it will help it a little bit. Yeah, that does help. So if you're worried about it being completely like opaque, I would set them with their like corresponding colors. But oh, this is fun. Oh, snotty. All right, and then the green, we got a 4 over here. I'm just like, yeah, I'd wait for the sale. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna get the other set, I don't think, until I know how much use I'm gonna get out of these. I think they're gonna be really nice though as a liner because you can just go back over and you can kind of do the same exact thing that I'm doing right now. But they are fun. I mean, it's something different that you know, came out. So I'm not mad at it. I just, you know, I was a little bit disappointed in the palette thing. Like, I'm just, what a weird direction ABH has taken. Let's just say that. Like, I feel like it used to be so classic and now it's just, it's not so much anymore. The pink, I don't really feel like I need to. Like, I feel like it looks fine like that. We're gonna take this ColourPop liner. It is the white one. So it is an Exit. This ColourPop liners, why they do this to me? And we're just gonna push it back in. But yeah, I wanna know, what is your guys' routines? Like, I do spend time on skincare still because it relaxes me. But have you guys been doing makeup? Like, what's, shit. No, okay, it's still in there. It just like went all the way back in. But yeah, what have you guys been doing to pass the time? What do you do for yourself? Like, for me, it's really, it just kind of ends at skincare. I haven't been wanting to, I've never wanted to do my hair. That's just never gonna change. Nick does his hair more than I do my hair. Not in a good way. It's so interesting though, like so many clients have come in, they're just like, oh my gosh, like just going through the initial workout, they're like, I haven't moved my body in like months. And the mask thing, it's like Nick lost his, like he lost it in a gas station because he's like, nobody is social distancing here. And I'm like, I wish I could have been there. And I was like, you said that? And he's like, yes. He's like, why do I have to wear a mask if no one's gonna wear one and everyone's standing close together? I feel like Arizona is just really not the most cautious state by any means. Like, even in Ross, like I was wearing the mask and it's like all the adults were wearing the mask. So many people brought their kids in, running around without masks, touching everything, and I'm just like, well, we'll see how this goes, you know? But yeah, I mean, at first I was like, oh, I can't wait for Sephora to open, and then, you know, I completely understand why they have to get rid of testers, but I'm really sad about it as well. I'm not looking forward to not being able to test anything. So we're gonna go in with E3 because it's a little bit darker than the one I used in the Jaclyn Hill palette. So I want it to like really pop. Like, has there been any other exciting launches? I did hold back on the Charlotte Tilbury palette, even though it looked really pretty. I was like, let's just get the bronzer for now. Like, that, her stuff just is not affordable by any means. And I was more like, I'll wait to see it in store and see if it's something that like tugs at my heartstrings in like a few months, but not right now. I'm loving this. I need to put on foundation because colorful looks are the only thing where I definitely feel like I can't really pull off without foundation and a bronzer, you know? But then we'll come back, we'll test out the new Tarte bronzer, and then I have the MAC. I've got multiples of these ones because I really, really like this formula, the Glow Play blushes. So give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back. This foundation is definitely too light for me. I definitely underestimated how dark I've gotten over the past month between like working outside and I watch my parents' kids. So I'm actually going to take A2 and just deepen up underneath like on a smaller brush, just because I feel like I want a little bit more like color. Like I just want to deepen up through here. That white really did not shine through, eh? Not at all. So, I don't want to ruin it by using like a weird, like a brown, you know? So I might end up adding a little bit of black. All right, so next we have the new Tarte products. Why I really wanted this, I don't know, but I already wanted it, and then Tarte was having like 25% off sale, I think, or 30% if you bought 2 products, something like that. So this is the brush. It's actually fairly heavy. The only thing I wish is it was retractable or something. I don't know, but it will sit flat, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But it would have been a great like travel brush if it had like a top or something like that. I would have really liked it. Like I know even Charlotte Tilbury, like the new brush, it looked interesting because it was retractable, and I was like, not like again, we're not traveling, right? But it would be nice to put in a bag where it's like, you know, in your purse or something like that. I thought it would be a nice one. But I had one of her brushes, I really don't like it. But that was like years and years and years ago, so I was kind of like, I'll wait until I can see it in person type thing. But the shade of bronzer I got is Breezy. I am all about these. I'm about cream bronzers and normal bronzers apparently. I don't even know. But I was like excited to try this out. So I'm just going to dip right in from the brush. And we'll see how this goes. I think it was like Alana Davidson. I watched her freaking video and she was talking about this. She got it in the lighter shade, but I was like, I want that. I need to try every cream bronzer right now. I don't even know what's going on. Oh, I got an itch. And I'm trying to think. I think that's it. Like in terms of like anything exciting happening, there's just not much, you know. It's hard when like you don't feel like there's much to like look forward to, you know. So my mental state has been a little up and down. Where some days I feel totally fine, and then some days I'm just like, I hate this. So I almost dipped into this. Jesus. It's a nice little compact though. I like this. Like I like the color. I like it's a little cheap feeling in terms of like just this part because it is so thin. But I still like it. Again, I'm very tired of this whole thing of brands putting in mirrors that are so much smaller than what they could put in. Like, why? I just want to see if I like this brush in terms of like how it goes on. But I'm happy with the shade. I'm glad I picked the second shade. It definitely reminds me of the Fenty ones for sure. Like I tried out the Tower 28 one in my live. And those are very creamy. Oh no, okay, well, what can you do? I mean, I could pick it up, but I'm not gonna do that right now. But like those are so creamy, it's almost like an oily creamy, which wasn't bad, but I did feel like I had to set it. Whereas I don't feel like these are ones where I have to set. So different products for sure, but it all depends on what you're looking for. Like those are shimmery, this is a matte bronzer, but I'm really liking this shade for sure. I'm gonna do a bronzer. I was gonna like swatch them, but I am going to be doing a comparison of all the new bronzers. So make sure, let me know if you guys want to see that. But I was thinking it would be a good like guide to all the new cream bronzers and matte bronzers, all that good stuff. So I'm a bronzer holder, and I'm just gonna take a little bit on the sides, give myself a neck. But oh, I really like this one. I think it looks so nice. But yeah, the brush worked out perfectly. Do I think like you need it? No, but it is nice. I like the weight of it. I like the little divots and how it fits in my hand for sure. So I don't regret it. And it's gonna look pretty just sitting up. I'm like, I can buy makeup now for decor. That is where I am. I don't even know. I don't even know what's happening. All right, so next let's dip into a blush. This is Groovy from MAC. I was gonna get the peach one. Oh man, I just ruined my nail polish. But I didn't think it was gonna show up. Like, I love the So Natural shade, but I really have to pile it on, and it's really one that only works well when I don't have makeup on, which is why I really like these, because I don't think you have to have foundation on. But I was just like, let's just get one that's a little bit deeper since they are fairly sheer. Why won't you open? All right, so that's what it looks like in the pan. So we're gonna hope, yeah, it's gonna be fine. I just say that just to make myself feel better. And I just like how you can dab these in. Yeah, if you guys bought anything lately, like what kind of kick are you on? Everyone's on some type of shopping kick. Like I was talking to clients and like some were like, I ordered, some were on like home decor things, some were like I ordered a steamer. You know, everyone's been doing something. And those of you who aren't, please tell me your secret, because I would love to know, and I'm sure my husband would love to know too, because he's home, so I can't hide the packages. Like I just have to be like, I don't know what that is. I don't know. And in my heart, I'm like, oh, I know. All right, perfect. See, so like definitely not intense whatsoever. I really am loving these. Yeah, our Nordstrom is closing. Sad days. Sad days ahead. Let me tell you that. Not like I spend a whole bunch of money at Nordstrom, but I enjoy Nordstrom. I go browse. I never buy clothes there. I'm like, this is too expensive. But I do like to go browse. All right, we're gonna use Kylie Fiji for the highlight because I have not used this in a while. And I found it and I was like, I want it on my face. Definitely very comparable to the Jaclyn Hill ones, but like I've had this one for definitely a few years. All right, we're gonna go with this Holly Boone Cosmetics in Obsessed. I bought these, I was super excited, and I really haven't give them a fair shake, you know? It's just very weird to get back to liquid lipstick right now. Like, it's just weird. But I really like the colors. Okay, you're done. My hair is not that much better, but you know, what can you do? It's not gonna cooperate with me, and I know this. I gotta go to my parents' house, and I know the kids are gonna splash me in the pool, and I'm just like, eh. Anyways, overall, like, I like the way the look turned out. I will say, like, these are definitely not a must purchase. They're fun. They're something where I want to play around with it a little bit more. I did like it as a base, even though like there were little instances where I was like, oh, it's a little patchy. You gotta work with it a little bit. So I think it's more like a learning curve product, but I definitely don't hate it by any means. I do like it. I wish it would have glown in the dark a little bit more, even though I'm like, why? I'm never gonna go anywhere where that's gonna be like exciting, you know? But I do think it'd be fun for like Halloween looks for sure. But yeah, I'm okay about them. I'm not like, oh my gosh. Too, I would be careful. It doesn't seem like this is like the most sturdy, so just be careful with it. It's very, very plasticky. But I'm happy I got a set to try. Like, I'm happy with the product. It's just going to be one where I need to like play with it quite a bit to finalize my thoughts on. But I like the way this look came out. I definitely am like, I need to buy a darker foundation shades. That's what needs to happen here. But the Glow Play blushes, I've already raved about these enough, so I will not do that anymore. I really, really like this. Like I said, I will be doing comparisons and swatches and all that stuff in a future bronzer video, but I do like this little compact. It does remind me of summer, you know, like just like the light coloring. I just wish that the top part was a little bit more sturdy for the price, you know, but I was happy they had a sale, and you get a good amount of product in here. I really like this. No regrets in this turn, and I like the brush. So really my favorite were the bronzer. But yeah, let me know what you guys have been buying, what have you been into, what have you been doing. Keep me entertained by talking to me in the comments down below. I always look forward to hearing from you guys, and any ideas you guys have for videos, I'd love to hear them. So that is it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button. Bye guys.